Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing a modern masterpiece. Now, while the Heuer part of Tag Heuer is generally feted for its mid-century mastery of sports watches from the 1940s through the 1970s, Tag did right by Heuer in 2005 with this Tag Heuer Carrera 40th Anniversary Jack Heuer Limited Edition, a special series of 1,964 pieces. This is a classically styled and sized Carrera, a watch that equally appeals to those who love the Tag era and the Heuer era, with a style that quite simply is timeless and transcends both. You can see it and you can own it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch, with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Tag Heuer Carrera 40th Anniversary Jack Heuer Limited Edition. Now, the watch is beautifully styled aesthetically. It's a dial that pays tribute to the reference 1153S, and case-wise, it pays tribute to the original 2447 Carreras. So you've got the lug and case profile of an earlier Carrera with a caliber 11 automatic winding inspired dial. So you've got two different eras merged with a third era, which is the modern era of Tag Heuer. And prior to the current generation of classically inspired Ottavias, Monacos, and the like, this was about as good as it got for modern Tag Heuer if you are a Heuer fan. So the watch came out in 2005 at Basel World, a tribute to what was believed to be the original origin date of the Carrera, 1964. Hence, this watch says on its case back 1964 to 2004. Don't be deceived, it came out in 2005. Don't be deceived, the original launched in 1963. But this is one of the most highly regarded modern efforts by Tag, 39 millimeters across the round of the case, not including chronograph pushers or crown. The watch is 13.4 millimeters thick, but you can just see how much of that is the dramatically domed and box-shaped sapphire. Not a cheap piece to manufacture. It gives the watch an upscale aesthetic as well as a little bit of the off-axis distortion that you would associate with a 20th century Carrera with a thermoplastic or plexiglass crystal. From lug to lug, it is a compact watch, 47 millimeters across the wrist. Lug to lug means you can wear it, in my estimation, on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters in circumference. This is a versatile piece. It's also nicely finished. As you can see, the watch is well appointed with a perforated calfskin driver's style leather strap, calfskin on the top with a monotone stitch, matte black, folded edges. On the underside you can see natural calfskin, very supple, well appointed with a full deployant clasp, unlike the pin buckle of the historic original. You can see this one features twin trigger release as well as a minderless system. Let me see if I can pop this one open from behind the camera here. So it has twin trigger release, so it can accidentally pop open, an extra measure of security that I appreciate on a luxury watch. Fully finished inside and out, all of high polish, no machining marks, no stamping marks. It even has a minderless system, as I mentioned, to tuck any excess strap length underneath the body of the clasp rather than relying on minder loops to mar the strap. The watch is handsome and clean. Just like there are no minders on the strap, there are no encumbrances on the case. Sharp, well-defined lugs with the classic sprawling and beautifully creased Carrera geometries that are associated with almost every major generation of the Carrera family. Now, the watch features a full polished case, which seems appropriate given the sub 40 millimeter size. It could be a little bit overbearing in a larger case, but that is not the case with a smaller and more beautifully proportioned traditional case size. You can see pump style pushers and a Tag Heuer crown. You can see that the dial features a combination of a silver matte metallic center, what's sometimes described as opaline, with a sort of dark gray or slate metallic set of registers, seconds, constant seconds at 3 o'clock, and chronograph minutes at 9. We'll start the chronograph up here. And of course it is a ETA 2894 inside, but you'll note that the dial is richly appointed with a tachometer scale outboard for gauging the speed of an object over a fixed distance. You can see that all the indices are polished and hand applied, and there's a handsome slope to the aperture from the plane of the dial down to the date disc to ease the transition. The shock of red of the Lancet style counterweighted seconds hand means it's exceptionally easy to read against the black on silver calibrations of the dial itself. Now, of course, turn the watch over However, you don't get to see that ETA 2894, but what it is a 2892 automatic with a ETA-built vertical clutch chronograph module on the top. So of course, you have the ability to run the chronograph continuously without additional wear and tear to the movement. It is not a lateral clutch system. In fact, the 2894 features 3 vertical clutches. So the watch also features a 42-hour power reserve, automatic winding, hacking seconds, so you can actually stop the balance and synchronize precisely to a race timer, if you should be of that persuasion. It also has a quick set system for the date. Now the watch features a commemorative case back that is generally associated with this model, the Jack Heuer limited edition, and considered to be the ultimate in reverence for history, deference to the great man himself, Jack Heuer, the last scion of the controlling Heuer family, and understated. I would say I would rather have this commemorative caseback than a display caseback of a standard ETA chronograph caliber. That's just me. I think this is more elegant and more appropriate to the occasion. Now, the watch remains one of the most collectible modern Heuers. Handsome, versatile, reverent of history, but at the same time, a modern watch in fit, finish, and materials. You can see and you can own this one on our website.